Now then, to battle.
Would you die for love? Would you die for love? I survived every life. I love you more.
Just too easy,
Die for love.
At the current time of this video, it's been 257 days, 6,168 hours, and over 370k minutes since the release of Bleach Rebirth of Souls. I feel like it's a common trend in gaming for people to go, a game dead once they stop caring about it. But how is it actually months down the road when it's not the hip hype new thing? What has happened in the past 8 months with Bleach Rebirth of Souls? And since we have the final DLC character coming out later for this video, I can't say his name. Yhwach. Fuck it, y'all know who I'm talking about at this point. I always mess it up. I think I'm trolling. I'm looking up how to say it right now. Yhwach. That don't read that. Yhwach is literally coming out today for Bleach Rebirth of Souls, and a lot of people keep saying he's Susanoo from Blaze Blue. So if y'all know the history of this channel, I might actually like this motherfucker. I can't wait. Now, let's talk about the online experience. Actually, I played last night, and my online experience in Bleach Rebirth of Souls has honestly been the best it's ever been in a play session. I played Bleach Rebirth of Souls for about 2 hours last night, and I was having a ball playing the game. I didn't experience any lag at all while playing this game, and I know this game don't got no rollback netcode. So, in 8 months with the team updating and doing what they can, they have made Bleach Rebirth of Souls a way better product, at least online so far. However, there still isn't spectate mode and stuff in the game, and to me that drops the game down heavily. That is most important to how you build communities and stuff like this, and it's crazy enough, we've been doing tournaments with share play and other things of that nature. That being said, I gotta tell y'all about what y'all don't know about with Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Recently, we just had Ultimate Burst. I'm gonna just say it, the biggest anime game tournaments every year, hosted by Gobku, and I worked on a lot of stuff as well for the event. That tournament, if I'm not mistaken, had over what, $500+ in the prize pool? So people that be like, oh, game dead, game trash, herder. There's a community out there, regardless if you don't play competitively or not. There's people still wanting to see these games to some extent. It may not be for everybody, but for people that locked in, you do got a wonderful community of beautiful commentators, beautiful players, and Globku as well putting on that event, you know. And also, the game has been getting patches very so often every time a new character drops, which I think, and be honest opinion, if you look at it compared to some other fighting games, Bleach is doing it a way better. Y'all may not understand what Bleach is doing better than even some of the biggest fighting games right now. Bleach has gotten a patch every 2-ish to 3-ish months with every DLC drop. Now, arguing about the content and the quality of what's in the patches, that's a different story. Street Fighter 6 has not had a patch, and I feel like it's been almost 9 months to a year at this point. Tekken 8 still stuck in Season 2 hell, and most of the player base is like, damn, when Season 3? Almost a whole year ago. And we may not get a patch till probably February or something around the Tekken World Tour when it comes to Tekken 8. So they've been waiting. To be honest, I think a lot of the community is not realizing Bleach has done some things in a way that is way better off for its first installment. I feel like people be too hard on, just like Tamsaw's first game, bro. First arena fighter with Bandai, I believe. I think in some ways we should cut him some slack. And in this patch, a lot of characters got a lot of adjustments. Some of my favorite characters to play in Bleach, which I will be talking about, are the ones that just feel way better to play now for my taste. For example, Yoruichi is the character that I really was gonna main in Bleach Rebirth of Souls, but she sucked when the game came out. In this recent patch, they fixed her dash quick attack where it couldn't cancel into the spiritual pressure move 1. And also, they kind of buffed her where it made things or more normalized to where her quick attack combo can also follow into SP1, spiritual pressure move 1. They also fixed one of the biggest issues that I feel like was a consistent thing with Rangiku, another character I was playing, and that was my honest main. Her breaker hitbox was small as shit. It was like a die, everybody else is this. And hers like this. Everybody else is this. And she can now cancel spiritual pressure move 2 only on hit or guard, which I don't know, that could be, you feel me, but it is what it is. Overall, the game is in a healthy spot. It's just that we're missing a couple features. Now, my personal gripe with Bleach, why it's not one of my favorite anime games of all time, That's some things that kind of like I'm indifferent about. The biggest problem that I have with Bleach is that it's too unique. The whole reverse fate thing is cool, but then at the same time, like as a fighting game player, like I don't want to feel like I'm beating your ass and then you losing get some like sublimation or awakening, and now you could take 5 stocks from me and now the game feels even again. That's not, no, like if I'm beating your ass, I want to put belt to ass, you know what I'm saying? And that's one little thing that I've kind of felt indifferent about with Bleach Rebirth of Souls entirely. And then a lot of times the game forces you to play a specific way. Like you have honest general strategies to just break or get damaged, and it can feel stale after a little bit. For example, depending on if you break somebody completely or you play until you get your sublimation or awakening, you can either 2-touch or 3-touch depending on the matchup and scenario. Now, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's not personally my taste. Personally, what I would love for a sequel of Bleach Rebirth of Souls, and I know y'all not finna agree with this, I wish everybody just had 3 health bars or work very similarly to Danga. Change the tools to be universal and better for the game to work like a closer traditional fighting game, and I'm sold. I'm in this all day. That's literally what I would want, but I know I'm in the minority. I'm the small person. However, this is the end of Bleach Rebirth of Souls DLC with Yhwach. See, I got it right now. And I don't know what the futures holds, but knowing anime games and knowing Tamsoft, they gonna lock in for either a DLC expansion of some sort or potentially a sequel. That's my huge theory at some point. And I don't think Bleach Rebirth of Souls sales did bad overall anyway, especially overseas. In the United States, a big problem with Bleach, and why I got pissed off at the Game Awards, is because like it felt like nobody covered it. You know what's crazy? You go to YouTube, IGN not even here. They don't even got a review. Global review right there. Explain that to me. It felt like the West did not cover this, and that kind of failed the game. It could have been on Bandai's end, who knows? I'm gonna just say that, but they covered it and they disappeared. Like, where the review at? Why can I not find a review for the game? Lastly, a lot of y'all are trying to make anime games be as big as Fortnite or the Apex or things that just hit general markets. Number one, anime games have a track record of just being trash. Sadly, we know this. But I can admit, we play them because we like the competitive side of the gameplays we got. I'll speak for myself. And we get to play with our favorite characters. That's usually why we buy these games. But now we fed up because now we losing features that second and third installments should have now. That being said, I think Bleach Rebirth of Souls is still going okay. And 8 months later. And if you're 100% interested in watching me talk about other fighting games, more anime games, because the next anime game I'm locking completely in with is My Hero, All's Justice. Subscribe for more. It's Avataryaya. I'm out. Peace.
And I swear I never felt